Hello, my name is Ted Magnuson. My story is the Bouchard legacy. It's about two young men, brothers if you will, in a blended family. A family struggling with divorce, prejudice, addiction, greed, all the many challenges that we face in this life. Well adjusted. I suppose you do need to be adjusted to such challenges. The family owns a business, the Sunny Day Beverage Company, as Margaret has renamed it, and it's a company that is on the verge of being sold. It seems that Randy's grandpa doesn't like the idea of having his daughter run the business. He especially doesn't like the fact that Margaret marries a man of color, Tuskegee Airman, a distinguished, hardworking salesman who helps Margaret rebuild the business. But then, of course, the story doesn't necessarily focus on them. That's all backdrop. The story focuses on Bruce's son, Paul. Paul, a lieutenant in the Vietnam War. As the story opens, he's returning from Vietnam. Randy, a somewhat self-absorbed young man, a medical student, as the story opens. And again, what will become of the family business? Will the family take advantage of the largesse, the can-do spirit of Paul and his father Bruce? Well, you have to read the story and find out. I was inspired to write this story. Perhaps, would you call it nostalgia? Or was it puzzlement? What a time the 60s and the 70s were. What a confusing world. We had political assassinations. We had the Berlin Wall, the evil empire of the Soviet Union, China, distant, austere, behind its ancient stone wall. And then what happened? Wow. The Berlin Wall falls. The Soviet Union collapses. Nixon opens China. A sea change has taken over the entire world. The rise of the internet, the information age, the rise of the security state. Maybe someday I'll write a story that captures all of those essence in the background. But the story really is centered on this family and their struggles to carry on. Family businesses, that's something I know a little bit about. My parents owned a family business, and early on in life, it seemed like I could look forward to taking my place in the family business myself. Wasn't too sure if I'd like that idea or not. I could see how hard the two of them worked on the business. Of course, then when they sold the business, I had to figure out how to make a living myself. Well, writing books would be a great, fun occupation. Doesn't pay very well at first. There's a bit of a struggle, a bit of a learning curve. I had a day job. Again, with my interest in the family businesses, I called on small businesses. And I again saw where Some businesses would be around for one generation or two generations. Some businesses would be sold. Quite an interesting part of our economy. The Bouchard legacy, the story of Randy and Paul, the story of an epoch of time. Looks like Randy, a man of privilege. Paul, accustomed to hard work and persistence. If you'd like to know how the story is resolved, please pick up a copy